for this Edmonton and the occupying. And I'm just gonna do my thing, I guess. Hey.
Nice to meet you.
Who wants to do an interview?
What's your name?
I'm Jason.
Johnny.
Hi, Jason.
I'm for universal truth and love.
Thank you very much for coming.
You're welcome.
You know what, I'm normally the guy behind the cameras
Yeah?
since day one, which has been almost 5 years now. Mr. King,
Yeah, I follow him on Facebook.
do you want to do an interview with him?
I will.
We would like to maybe you'd ask the women first, the women first.
See, I'll tell you why I'm here.
Where's my sister?
How about
Debbie?
that? Because I come doing my own thing. I want to help you guys too, right? But you know, it's all about the right tools. Some people have other type of knowledge, right?
Yes.
So the universal connectivity, right?
Yeah.
So the problem.
You also have to respect the history that took place here, the genocide, and the theft of our
I
lands, right?
absolutely acknowledge all that.
It's time to start respecting our ways, and that
Because
this is
the
our
human
culture.
race. Like, you missed a lot. So what's been going on here the last few days? A lot of sacred things that have come up.
I've been following
So
online.
we have everything.
Yeah,
So-
but are you getting?
So-
I even saw your aurora borealis, which is extremely rare nowadays, right?
Yeah.
Well,
I thought that
this
was
is
pretty
what
cool because last time I saw that was like 15 years ago myself.
And you know what? When those were taking place, it wasn't just us. Like, I'm Ojibwe Indian, he's Cree. We had Indians in the teepee, we had French people in the teepee, we had German people in the teepee, we had every race in that teepee when that was going on. We had the human race. We are all the same. It doesn't matter what language we speak.
I am absolutely, totally, 100% with that. But there's one thing missing with all the plan here, is that they control the democracy.
Who does?
They do.
No, they don't.
No?
Who's they?
Well, anyways, me, I'm about connectivity, right?
I need to know, but when you
The
say
politicians.
they, okay, we know
Nietzsche.
that. They're the criminals.
Yeah, this isn't my province, you know. My province is more like BC.
All of
But-
it's a lie, man. This is not a country. It's a corporation.
Gentlemen, right
But
there.
to rebuild together, to
And
get to,
corporations cannot make laws. Other than that, it's all based on the doctrine of discovery. Have you heard about that?
I follow you guys a lot. I know all about it. But the thing is to get
Well,
to the
apparently-
future, right?
Yes.
To cross
But
that line,
Yes.
the ascension.
We have to get back and reclaim. We have to reclaim our land and our sovereignty first.
Absolutely.
And we can share. That was the intention, right? But then the Europeans, and Christianity.
I'm a fifth
messed
generation
that up,
Cree, by the
right?
way.
So there has to be restitution, reparations, all that has to take place. Because if you want to come in here and say, okay, I want to separate from Canada, have my own province, have my own land, and
You're going too far.
it's not gonna work that way.
You're going too far for me, buddy.
Yeah, well, then that.
So
We can talk that. and work
democracy,
through that,
right?
But that's the way it's.
Democracy
gonna
was meant to be this here.
be. Yeah.
Everybody connected. Doesn't matter how far you are,
doesn't.
as long as you're part of the grid,
You know
which we control together.
You got-
And that's the creator, what he's telling me, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just coming here to spread my own knowledge
And
that
you're
I'm with you
disrespecting
guys.
me. You're disrespecting that history of genocide that took place here, right? Everything you guys have took place over genocide, and you didn't conquer us.
I didn't
We were
conquer nobody.
swindled. We were swindled.
I wasn't even alive.
The colonization. You're here now, right?
Yeah, not by choice.
Well,
Well, yes, actually by choice, yes.
Yeah, you can leave anytime.
But
right?
no,
You
but-
have that choice.
But I'm here actually to be part of the collective consciousness.
Yes, and we want that as well.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, because of the history, this is stolen land. It's all you got to respect that history, buddy. Right? If you don't want to respect that history, well, then you can go back.
So what do you want me to do about it?
You can do.
What do you want me to do about
can
it?
go back to
Okay.
your ancestral
No.
homeland
So
and
you're
do
kicking
what
me out
you
of this
want.
place? Is that what you're doing?
If you're going to disrespect our culture, our ways, and our
I am
our
absolutely
sovereignty,
not.
yeah.
So what are you upset about right now? Because what are you upset about me? What did I do wrong to
You
you?
have no respect for the history that took place here.
I absolutely
You
know,
have
but
absolutely no respect. You're not listening to me. I'm sorry. That's it. So I'm
Okay,
done with
I'm
you.
listening.
done with you.
We're gonna listen, everybody. Okay, so I'm sorry if I offended you in any way. It was not my intention. Okay, I am actually here because I want us to work together as a human race.
Yes.
And past that, I don't care.
Yes.
Because I'm going to the future. The past was written.
Yes. But
It's
you're being aggressive, high tone, high spirited. Defending
I pray
your right to say
for the right
no. I don't have to respect your
words.
history. I don't have to respect your
I
history.
respect
don't have to
you,
respect
okay?
your genocide. No, you're not. I see it,
Okay.
man. You can do your lip service all you want, but I see. I've seen it. My people have been seeing it for generations, thousands of years.
I want healing.
Hundreds of years.
I saw you guys
Hundreds of years.
healing ceremony. When was
No.
it? Saturday? That stuff was moving. Absolutely beautiful.
I'm just asking to respect the history. I'm not asking.
You have
to
a good day, sir.
Respect that.
Sorry about that if I offended you.
So you're saying your right to this land supersedes my right because I was born in this land? Okay, that's all.
So, Hey, sir. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Depends on what,
It's about technology and the human race.
right?
What would you think about an evolved democracy where all citizens are kind of like, they have their connectivity to like, for management skills, to like work together instead of like lobbying and stuff like that? Do you think that'd be the right course of action, to just have everybody kind of like safe in a safe zone type of like ascension of government type deal, like to lift it out of the gutter and whatnot? I don't know, it's kind of hard. I kind of came on the wrong foot, I guess. There, I kind of offended a guy there, so I just wanted to do my own thing and ask my own interviews. So
So has anybody answered your question?
no, I just didn't really want to get to that. So what? Since you're native and since you know the history and all that, what would you think of a virtual democracy, where all the decisions are made, where everybody can actually contribute, without even leaving their home?
For me, I'm not into that.
No, that's okay. That's fine.
Reason?
Yeah.
Because the way man has, over the ages, everybody's been, like, they always want to include others, but when it comes to working as one, nobody wants to do that.
But why? Isn't that just bad?
Human nature.
I want to be one.
Human nature.
Why do I feel like this is such a big deal? Like,
You want to be one?
yeah, with all my fellow Canadians, or in a province, or all like where everything happens and everybody kind of sees it, where the government status is kind of like elevated to like a virtual room.
But we don't want to elevate the government because government,
But what if the government's the people?
government is not the people.
But if the land is ruled by democracy, is it not ruled by the people? Because it's not a democracy right now.
Democracy by who? Like
By the people.
You're saying democracy is ruled, but it's government that makes that.
Yeah, right now. Yeah, we kind of live in a shit show. It's pretty much all rotten
see-
everywhere.
you
Yeah,
see
it
my
needs a
point?
complete redo. It's bad. It's really bad. This is why I came here, because I actually wanted to speak with Native people on this issue, because it's very evolved, but at the same time, I don't know, man. It's the ascension part, right? Where we all govern together.
We can't govern together.
But yeah, we can. All it is an app, really.
The reason why you say we can't is because in the system that is developed by white people, right?
Yeah.
Democracy and all that. Everybody that's a part of that just basically wants their way. They don't really listen to the people. Even when you go vote, do they really listen to you?
No, because a lot of, like, most people I know voted PPC, right? And just the way the seats are made, and it's kind of like a government from 1821, where people used to send their representative by horse and buggy, right? All the way to Ottawa. to get their word across, and it's still old school.
Yeah, but it's old school still today.
Yeah, it didn't
because
evolve.
There is government that basically controls.
Yeah. Yeah, it is, absolutely. And then they kind of like cannibalize on their citizens. They feed off their citizens, like their taxes or just getting tickets and stuff like that, just generate revenue, right? By persecution. In a sense.
I get it.
Because they're never really here to help you. They're always there to harm you, though, in a sense, you know?
Yeah, but it's not our system.
Yeah, I know. No, I don't want no part of it personally either. I'm just kind of stuck in it, right? With driver's licenses and all this stuff, you know?
It's just another way to control.
Yeah. I kind of pray for the ascension to a virtual world where we all govern together. But, you know, I guess it's still a prayer by now.
The virtual world where eventually we're going to be one government.
Yep.
According to the way it's going, it's heading there. But it's going to be a government that we're going to be separated. Those that want to follow this dictator that's going to be taking over eventually.
No, we don't like him. Democracy says we don't want that, really. But the thing is, we don't really have a democracy.
But it's going to happen.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be a shit show again.
It's going to be a dictator that will control every nation in the world.
Yeah, but why do we have to go to the war? Because that's a path of war.
But it's not us here that are creating that.
No, I know. But we're all going to have to face it regardless. If not together, one by one.
I look at it. When the time comes, each person, they have to make their choices, whether they want to follow the path or whether they want to follow the wide road which everybody else is.
See, I want something new. I want something new.
And the only way you're going to get that is spiritually.
Well, you know, it's all about the collective consciousness, because one person might know it, but if the collective consciousness...
In order to get to, walk a good path, spiritually, you got to make that choice.
Yeah. No, but
There's no other way.
I'm for the unity. I will drive thousands of kilometers for the unity. I've done it many times. So yeah. So too early for virtual democracy? What do you think, sir? Too early for virtual democracy? Virtual democracy?
I don't know what virtual democracy is.
It doesn't exist yet. So basically what it is everybody pretty much has access to internet, and we all have a social insurance number, right? Or whatever, right? So
That's just a number.
the ledge here is physical, right? But the ascended ledge would be virtual. Everybody could attend. And everybody could vote.
Everybody could what?
Everybody could attend and everybody could vote. And that way we'd have the good math of how many percent yes? Thank you, sir.
Vote like for laws that
I'm Jason, by the way.
legislature, right?
What do you mean?
I think everybody should vote for laws that are passed through the legislature.
Yeah, but when's the last time you elected a judge? Eh? It's been a long time, eh?
Exactly, the judges should be elected too.
Yeah, exactly.
Not just go to school and be chosen. That's your right, I think.
Yeah, no, yeah. We actually have to. What's the use of having a government that chooses its own judges, right? Doesn't the people want to have their own type of judge there that they voted for? Like, this guy is actually really honorable. We'll vote for him, right? But they just take any guy that's, it's bad. I don't think humanity should go in that direction no more.
Well, even the voting people, like, they vote only 5 million for Trudeau. We should have in schools, like, teach us more about who is the candidates, who they are, and so people can study the candidates, and discuss about it, right?
Yeah. Do you actually believe the election was fair? Just curious, because me personally, I know that's way too much open for cheating.
Well, I saw that the CBC they are paid by the people, right? And they weren't like the PPC party. They weren't covering the PPC at all. Only the other candidates. Why they wouldn't cover the PPC? That didn't make sense because the CBC is paid by people, right?
Yeah, that was pretty wonky. Eh? I watched that too. What about that? The Quebec guy there?
Yeah.
Oh my God, what is that?
Maxime Bernier.
No, the other one there, fucking Bloc Québécois there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he was in the news. Bloc Québécois was in the news, but not the Maxime Bernier, the PPC party.
Yeah, he wasn't there at all. They didn't want him there. He's against the narrative. Oh yeah. So anyways, yeah. So you think it's too early for virtual democracy or what? Or you think it's about time? I bet you never ever heard that term before,
I
right?
still didn't understand the virtual democracy.
So imagine if Canada had an app, right? With Democracy of Canada. And then we could actually
An app?
yeah,
Canada would have an app?
for democracy.
Okay, an app for democracy. What
Yeah.
would that app do?
Well, it would govern.
The app would govern?
It would help us govern. It's just a tool, right? It's just math. It's everybody can basically the computer just does the math. That's all. So it's like some percentage of yes, some percentage of no, and some percentage of did not vote. So we'd know exactly what's going on all the time. So that way we could actually fix our education system, our infrastructures and all that by the people deciding what should go first. It's actually a great idea, eh? It's not mine. But it's the collective consciousness thing, right? So that's why I'm here, basically. I'm here to help cultivate that, I guess. So you staying here or what?
No.
No. Oh, see somebody else later. Or maybe right now. I'm Jay, by the way.
Constantly.
Thanks for the interview, buddy.
So you are interviewing people, what they do?
Well, me, it's all about the evolution of consciousness, right? Because I want the virtual democracy. I want the ascension. I want something new. And it's everybody together.
What do you think about the mandates?
Yeah,
Vaccine and stuff.
I don't believe in that. I'm not afraid of it. And I know it was genetically engineered.
They are forcing it on us,
Yeah, I know.
So don't let us work.
No, it's actually a genocide.
It's genocide.
Yeah, I know, and it totally sucks because I'm kind of estranged with the kid's mom there, and she had my daughter vaccinated. She's 12, right? Yeah.
Who?
My ex got my daughter vaccinated. She's 12. My daughter. It's freaking crazy, like
Psychopath, eh?
psychopath. Yeah, fucking crazy shit. Yeah, so instead of bitching and complaining, I try to.
Fucking idiot. Some people just go with the narrative. They believe it's true,
Yeah, well.
Some very intelligent people, they take the vaccine. They're very intelligent.
Yep.
And they say it's a conspiracy theory. There's so many proof of it, like hundreds and thousands of proof that they are manipulating everything, right?
Yeah.
It's really bad at this point. Like, if you could unite the people that...
It's total lies. Like and the thing is that it's corporations, right? So it's those rich people that govern, right? Because they infiltrated the Canadian government and all that. They're not lobbyists anymore. They're actually in place.
Yeah.
They have seats. But then how do you dislodge all that? Well, in my opinion, it's just like you ascend democracy. Bring it to everybody, in every home, in every pocket. The only reason why you wouldn't vote is because you don't feel like
You
it.
guys need some help?
Yeah.
So anyways, thanks for helping me, buddy.
Yeah, you're from
God bless you. Hey, you guys want to talk with me a bit?
Who are you? I'll talk with you.
I'm Jason. I'm only here for Ascension. I'm here to talk about virtual democracy. It doesn't exist yet.
Not yet.
It doesn't exist yet. But how about being connected, right, to a democracy and never even having to leave your home? You won't have to like come to places and protest anymore. Actually, the government would be in the right hands because it'd be democratic.
It's a beautiful theory.
I know. It's the creator told me. He said, "Yo, it's so simple. All you need is an app, right?"
Yeah, right.
So, because the creator is simple, right? Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Well, that's it. Thanks. I guess I got what I wanted.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah. You want to add? Can you go,
well,
sir?
just the 40 is what's trying to hold us down, right?
The 40. What's that?
You don't know?
No.
No. Okay.
It's 40 people, 40 businesses.
Well, no, the 4D is
Oh, it's 4D. Yeah. No.
Trying to
40 is
prevent-
a bad place to be.
yeah. It's the government and everything trying to keep us down, right?
Yeah, they're trying to bring us actually down to probably 1D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
No.
trying to make us drop from the 3D. Yeah.
Yeah, it's important to keep to your vibration, I guess, or to vibrate and change stuff, maybe, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe, eh?
I like that.
Yeah. Well, we're supposed to ascend above the 5D, right?
Yeah, I personally consider myself a 5D because I kind of see the global stuff of it, and I'm kind of my two wolves are in harmony. So yeah, the radio, the television, the government, all that, they're trying to drag us down to like 1D, right? They want us to be dumb. Why? Do you think you're gonna have a nice, beautiful existence without people that are intelligent or what?
Yeah, well, that's right. Or like all people connected to the web and stuff like that. That's not the way humans are meant to be.
Yeah.
Individually, and then you come together in families and groups and collectives. You
Yeah.
know, sharing good ideas
Absolutely.
among free minds.
You
right?
shouldn't have to travel thousands of kilometers to deliver an idea.
Yeah.
You know, like the connectivity at all. Like, if it wasn't for the internet, I
But-
would
but
not even
still-
have known this was here right now.
But yeah, but still, people amongst people is where it's at. Like on the web is something else, but
Yeah.
like bots,
Yeah, like when we touch
bots
it
and
connects,
bots
there's
and
an energy,
AI,
right? That's
yeah,
an energy.
yeah,
I can
yeah.
feel it.
Bots and AI, they can pretend to be whatever they want. They could create your ultimate utopia, and
In VR, yeah, we don't want
yeah,
that.
no, at all.
No. So I was thinking that if we were really part of a democracy, right, the good one, right, that's controlled by all of us, so we'd actually probably we'd actually try to live without it as much as possible.
Yeah.
Pretty
It's
much,
just,
yeah.
no, because, like you don't want to be dependent on something, you want to be self-sufficient. But, like the government today won't tilt you to be self-sufficient. No.
But
No, they're gonna
So
try and stop
we're
us.
actually we're actually changing this vibe here where it was wrong and we're trying to make it right. But like I said, for me it's easy. Democracy was meant to be an app, right? And we're all Canadians, so we all have that SIN number.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there you go. You already got your input. You got your driver's license. Ain't nobody gonna pretend to be you, And I don't know. I just want to take away from the Trudeaus of the world. I want them to be just normal humans like everybody else. Their
Yeah.
vote's not as much as mine. It's
Yeah.
just as much.
Well,
And money.
exactly.
And the money
But-
doesn't matter no more because it's all about connectivity and democracy. So we could actually probably veer away to a cashless society. Who knows? Right?
Yes.
Where,
but being
like in Star Trek.
yeah,
Yeah, like you.
we were kind of already, I think, moving into that direction already because the technology will come around where you could pretty much almost 3D print anything. You know what I mean? Like,
If I could find the building of the old world and burn it down to have a new one, I'd do that, but it's not like that. It's actually a collective consciousness thing, I think. So anyways, you guys, God bless you. Thanks
Yeah.
for the interview. It's perfect.
God bless you.
Oh yes. Hi. You guys want to do an interview with me? I'm Jason. I'm the crazy guy who wants virtual democracy.
What kind of interview?
It's just. What do you think about virtual democracy?
I don't.
It doesn't exist yet.
was gonna say I don't know anything
It-
about it to have an opinion.
It doesn't exist. So basically, what it would be is that everybody's kind of connected. Since we all are Canadian, we all have a SIN number, we all have driver's license,
Yes.
whatever. You can prove who's you, right? So after you input that data, anything that happens in Canada, you have a say to it, and you don't even have to leave your home. You're actually part of a democracy. So we'd know exactly, because it's a computer. That's, well, you could count votes, but that's, we do online banking and stuff like that. So we'll just be in reality where, the virtual world is a real thing. So basically we'd have all the percentage of the yeses, all the percentage of the no, and we'd all have the percentage of the did not vote. So we'd have 3 categories in the democracy, which would actually take away from the Trudeaus of the world and all the rich people who think that they can run this show and all pay everybody. They'd lose all their power because the power would be back to the people.
Yes.
It doesn't exist yet. I'm just floating this theory because the creator asked me to do this. I accepted a long time ago. So
So you're asking us if we believe in the voting of the people?
yeah, for the people to be in power,
Yes.
basically.
I
No?
don't believe in that.
No? Okay, you're allowed.
I think it's a deep deception, and they've been lying from the beginning of time with the statistics, and they've been manipulating the numbers. And
Oh yeah, no, COVID's a freaking lie. Like I ain't ever gonna
But
get
I'm
vaccinated or
also
nothing.
talking about the elections, and it's always the
That's
same
a lie, too.
Families that are always up on winning, and nothing's ever changed from the beginning of time. They have had control of the people for centuries, and it's not going to change until they're all gone.
Well, me personally, I have kids, right? And I still got a lot of years to live.
I'd like to see some godly people in there,
In where? In there?
in the governments.
No. That's Satan's kingdom there. You ain't got no godly people in there.
Well, you got
But
that
you got
right.
the yin and the yang. You got the yang over there
I'm just
pushing the
saying
yin,
that
right?
If they're gonna do that, then I think the people should be allowed to say, like, okay, we got this many Indians in this world. Like, how come we don't have enough representatives for our own people?
Yeah.
If we got 100 million Indians in Canada that are going to be voting, why don't we have, like, say, 10% of,
Well, because
we got to have a fair amount of voices, and that's like we need a council. We need a council for every race that's out there to be equal, to share with one another, and we have to give and take. We have to be able to take whatever that other person wants.
no,
and
it's all
respect
good.
them,
Thanks. Thank you so much.
Well, it's like
Yeah.
CBs and the arthritis and stuff.
Well, yeah. From what I'm taking from this is like you're still kind of on the old democracy ways a bit.
No, I don't vote.
No.
No,
I-
I did once in my life, and you know what? I don't ever want to do it again, because there's a saying: if you've been married once, you shouldn't be allowed to vote because you couldn't make the right decision the first time. I totally agree with that. I don't think
I got a confession. It's a bad one. I voted for Trudeau in 2016.
I did too. That
That's
was the
what-
only time.
I voted
And
PPC the
I
last
learned-
one, but you know what that
No,
gave,
you
right?
know what I learned after Trudeau? Never again.
I saw through him. I saw his eyes, and I'm like, he's evil.
Oh yeah,
I
no.
voted Harper.
Oh yeah.
I wanted
Well,
Harper back.
I didn't
then.
see it back then. No, I didn't see it.
I saw evil.
Do you know what? The TV twisted my mind.
I looked at it this way: all governments don't really stand for the people. So
You're right. It's for
They stand for
themselves.
the rich people.
I
It's
don't-
the
They don't
kings and
stand-
queens of
No,
the old
you,
type
you
deal
might
shit.
say they stand for rich people, but all governments don't stand for anybody.
What
They
the
do
hell?
not.
You know, what the hell are they doing? What kind of architecture are they trying to instruct on this world?
I looked at it this way.
Keep us under
Think
the
about
control.
Yeah, control, slavery, pawns,
it. I know, but
kings, and freaking what's the rest?
Kind of
What do
like
they
they
call?
need the people on the bottom, the poor ones, so they can make themselves feel bad, because there's a distinction there. They don't want equalization. They don't want people to say, hey, that guy that's homeless over there, he's got just as much rights as us. They don't want any of that. They want to keep us all underneath their dictator rule, and it's always been like that from the beginning of time. If you look at history, you look at the artworks and whatever else, an old artwork, they'll even show you in some of those old artworks, there's clues in there from the Rembrandt's time. There's UFOs and whatever else in some of these pictures.
I'm totally
So
with that.
We've been under their control, like not so much the rich people, but underneath a deep deception of aliens or something like That's the only way I can.
We are the aliens, I think.
Aliens are infiltrating.
They've always been here, and
Yeah.
they've always been with
Yeah.
us from the beginning of time.
Are you taping right now?
I'm taping myself to keep your anonymity safe there. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm actually. You,
It's
you,
just, I just don't want this. No, this part I'm gonna say I don't really want it on tape.
Okay.
I've
So basically, humans almost ready for virtual democracy, not quite. So I'm gonna do a little interview with Mr. here. Perimeter check, right? What's
Yeah,
your name?
it's Frederick Richard Rousseau.
Oh, the whole name, eh?
Yeah.
I'm Jason.
Jason, nice to meet you.
So, freedom fighter, right?
Yeah.
Meeting another freedom fighter.
Yeah, that's right. My
So-
name's on the side of that wall, just up here, that building right there.
Why is that?
It's in my history.
Really?
Yeah, and in my bloodline.
Cool.
I come here to defend a lot of my inner First Nations, as well as family and other groups of people that don't agree with the side that I've accumulated within my life. So I'm trying to find a litigation between the both, so we can come together in unity instead of confusion and frustration. Because I've got sides on both sides, and it's hard to bring accumulation of the Masons and then the Illuminati.
I hate the Masons and the Illuminati, and I get how they structure the society to keep it like a maze.
And this is the side that I've accumulated, and now I'm trying to find a litigational point on how to teach the history amongst both sides of misuse of authority and things like that. What can we do to reinstate those abilities to make those structures of barriers, as well as passages that we pass every single day, and to unify the structure of differences and structural historical abuse upon what was taking place and what laws have been stamped and signed today, and how we're going to go about litigating it in a safe and a healthier way, where we're not turmoiling the rest of the world because of what sacrifices we have to make because of what and how long the world may exist or not.
Yeah.
Do you know? So it becomes a warfare game for a lot of people already as it is. So a lot of us that have fought, and a lot of historians that have fought for that have become their place of Masons and Illuminatiists, as well as culturalists, have now started to realize how important things are against the litigation of the safety and the security of what secrets we have to take place in holding, and what secrets we can share, and what we can do to be a part of everything. And it's a very, very, very sensitive matter, right? Same thing with people with health problems and things like that. But
I come in the name of unity.
I do too.
Brother?
Yeah, brother.
So listen, so technology has changed, people have not.
Yeah.
That's what my mom always said. Right? So with that, have you ever heard of the term virtual democracy?
I have.
So basically the idea is all of us start up with a clean slate. We pack our kind of like old life into that life, like if we have skills and whatnot, trades and and then we basically have a democracy. And everybody has the same voice and the same power, and we work together as a community.
That's right.
To not need the machine.
That's right.
But we have the machine because, obviously these people are flawed, right? But a calculator ain't flawed, right? Unless the numbers are fucked, but that doesn't really happen.
Borderline goes upon certificational law. No borderline document that you place as claim actually has more rights against the shipped document that has borderlines and capital letters in its signature passage, as well as certificational certificate.
Yeah.
So when it comes down to it, when a certificate you place has no borderline on it, then that certificate becomes more real than the other certificate with a borderline on it. So it's like these things of legalities that have not been placed within teaching, that they make people spend tons and tons of money on. These are the things we're looking into.
When's the last time you I'm sorry. I don't want to.
I'm 32 years old coming into all this stuff
Yeah.
that my elders have been in placing me to in many different types of realms of families in the world. So it's like, I'm amazed.
Beautiful eyes, by the way.
Thanks. I'm amazed how far I've came just to be able to be interested and to show my worthy upon what has been given to me, so people don't feel like their time has been wasted upon what things they've done for me and what I have not noticed, right? So in those legalities of interest, I will do anything entirely to take place on defending what unity and what respect women stand for and everything else in the matter, right? So it's like, as much as we don't realize, women connect us to pretty much every single group and family in the world, and if you don't respect that matter, then you're not really giving the point of how much they do for us in the structural world of business anyways. So to put them first, yes, but to have them as our aid has been the most beneficial thing that we've had in history. So to not enlighten and to thank and rebuke the matter of how much we have to put the interest in it, it won't give any guidance, it won't give any support. You look at all the
So we look at solutions.
Based upon the solutions is you want to better interest yourself with let's put it, you look at the women's sports, right? How supportive is it? You look at the men's sports, how lacking we are. So
I don't want to stray too far from topic because,
no,
I said, I'm about unity, right?
This is a good example.
Okay.
So if we're practicing with men, getting them to be just as loud as women.
Oh, no. Women have their place.
Think
men have
about
their
what we
place,
could
you know.
do with the
A woman's
structure
not a
of
man.
business.
Man's
No,
not a
I know.
woman, yeah.
But think about what we could do with the structure of business.
Yeah.
Right? Getting more support with the men in business and things like that, supporting each other instead of
Not join
hating each
everybody
other.
to the capital so they can milk them. Capitalism. That's basically. I'm from the forest, right?
Yeah.
And they kind of killed the empire over there, so I couldn't live in the forest. So I had to go to the city. And then after you get to the city, well, it's freaking. It's pretty much like being stuck in a snowblower, is it not?
Yeah, because you're stuck up on a ship law.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's fucked. And then you get harassed by police and politicians and the law and all. You're not really free at all. And plus, now you're imposing the vax and all this shit. And that's pretty much why you're here, too, I guess, right? It's just a little bit too much. Since you being 31, you said?
32.
32. So how hard is it for a warrior to be alive in his times, right?
Hard.
Fuck yeah, man. You see it gets you pissed off, and what you gonna do? Start shooting people? You can't really, because it's an issue that kind of I don't know. The healing, right? The unity, the healing. I don't know. Me, it's the virtual democracy thing. That's the only way I see it. Because I love math in a way. And I really want to know how many people said yes, how many people said no, and how many people didn't vote.
So I'll show
Every
you
day if we have
when
to.
we go down there. I'll show you with the bocce balls. When we go down there, it's a perfect example of the theory you talked.
Yeah.
And it's about the same colors. So
Okay.
it's against two people, and then you have the white ball, right? And it's the same thing with the mathematical numbering place, right? You whoever goes first throws the white ball, but also throws the first ball, because you have to have that mathematical pull, and it's like you keep throwing the colors that the first thrower throws, and you automatically both sides win.
Okay. So I'm
So
going to go
I'll show
down
you.
there, and I'm
Show
going
you.
to keep some of this. Oh, that almost doesn't look like a pentagram. That's actually really beautiful to see all that. But I doubt they're ready for me. Virtual democracy. You want unity? There is no better way. This could be dangerous.
What is it real?
I'm
You know what?
here with Mike Lowry.
Hey,
So
Pastor.
Mike Lowry, nothing. It's actually a real name. So you know Pastor Arthur.
Pastor Arthur, I met him before I came to Edmonton.
You know what I
He's-
said to Pastor Arthur?
No.
I come in the name of virtual democracy.
Okay.
Because the creator, right?
Yeah.
So imagine a democracy where everybody was part of it.
Okay.
So that way we could figure shit out, right? What do you
Yeah.
believe? Right? So
The truth.
who should basically I'm almost monologuing here, but who should save the world?
The truth. The people preaching and teaching the truth. If he wasn't telling the truth, he wouldn't be getting persecuted.
Yeah.
And why are they persecuting him so much? He was being persecuted when I first came.
Because
here
they're
2
looking
years
for
ago.
slaves actually.
Yeah. They're
And
trying
they're
to-
not finding any.
Not just slaves, they're
Well, they're
looking for
finding some,
robots,
apparently,
for
yeah.
programmed people. They
Yeah,
want
that's
people
retarded,
programmed.
man. What the hell? Where's the beauty in that?
And there's
right?
no freedom.
Isn't that just cold?
Well, they're trying to take away people's freedom of will and freedom of choice. God-given freedom of will and freedom of choice, where people don't have the right to choose anymore.
Yeah.
It's like do what you're told, and it's not. This whole COVID and everything's been going on the last few years, and there's no way that this is not organized. The security and everything that's been going on the last
Yeah,
2
it's
years.
for real. It's Illuminati shit,
It's
basically.
it's insane.
Yeah, man.
And like I've been living it. I've been going through it, and I had no direction until I met your friend. And as soon as she met Pastor Arthur, that's the real church. I need to get grounded and rooted, and I'm going to Pastor Arthur's church. That's where I'm heading. I got a friend I can call. He'll probably come and get me. If not, I'm gonna go check and see how much the bus is.
That is absolutely amazing.
Because that, to me, the only true truth. I've looked and I've looked. I can't find it here.
Well,
I live
God's
on
truth,
Fifth Street.
you know, God's truth.
Yeah.
I actually, I'm kind of like a little bit of a prophet.
Yeah.
You know, it's not by name. I don't want to do that. It's
No,
just like
but it's the
you're here to
spirit of-
call,
The
right?
spirit of discernment. Okay, like I have a peace.
So our
No-
God, our Creator, right? He wants us to live in this democracy where we use actual math and we don't cheat.
No, we don't
Truth,
cheat.
truth,
or
truth.
sneak. We
Yeah.
don't lie.
Yeah, we're
We're
gonna
not
be
running or hiding.
elevated in
But
consciousness,
he-
like the ground democracy
the Holy
shit
Spirit
is
will
not
guide us.
it.
I don't know whether I'm coming
Yep,
or going.
yep,
But I
yep.
have peace right now. I have a direction. Right now, I have a direction. I've been given confirmation. I've been witnessed by your friend and witnessed by you. There's no way that was coincidence meeting you today.
That's
And
amazing.
And I was at the end of myself. I didn't know which way to go. And right now, I feel like I have a direction. I have a destination.
That's
And
good.
my destination is Pastor Arthur.
He's actually the tip of the spear, and we have to be the shaft behind it.
And I want to be part of that and be supportive of him.
Yep.
Like he said, there's a need for me where I want to be part of the solution, not the problem. I want to have the answer to the questions and the truth, not this so-called politically correct. How about morally correct?
Anybody who tries to divide really is
Yeah.
kind of like the enemy. But we're all in this together. Some people have been duped, you know. Some people believe they don't have an immune system, but as you can tell, you're not vaxxed or nothing, right?
No, I
You-
did, but you know what? It
You-
says
you
no,
did? Yeah.
but no weapon formed against us shall prosper.
Yeah.
And if there was something in those
Yeah, no,
doctrinations,
no.
God will make it known.
It's just
God will
that,
come in.
to me, you know, we get duped into believing there was a pandemic,
Yeah.
Like even I had my cautionary stuff, and I wore a mask and stuff like that, not
Yeah.
by choice, but it did happen, right? So,
There's-
no, it's a power struggle.
Yeah.
Power
It's,
struggle.
it's all about
Veer away from democracy,
The
eh?
essence of witchcraft, the true essence of witchcraft,
exactly,
is
right?
manipulation, intimidation, always for domination. To dominate, to take away a person's freedom of will and freedom of choice, God given.
And they try to make us feel alone too, but
and try to make us like slaves or like puppets, or like demand.
I hope you find a nice cozy place
Hey,
to live.
God is with me, and
Amen.
just
If
pray
you
for
got
me,
that, you got
keep me in
everything,
prayers,
right?
Okay, and I'm gonna stay in touch, and I'm gonna get Pastor to let you guys know I'm okay.
Thank you.
Okay? And I might come see you. God bless you, brother.
You too, buddy.
And thank you, and look
Yeah,
after
okay,
this
yeah.
lady. Oh, I love you, bro. Thank you so much. This is totally of God, man.
Yep.
No doubt in my mind.
Amen. We all in the family together here. Hey, good luck, buddy.